At the height of his reign, King Nebuchadnezzar ruled a metropolis of massive engineering and scale. He stood as the architect of ancient Babylon, becoming the most powerful man on earth. This sweeping landscape is dominated by the Euphrates River, which Nebuchadnezzar used to bisect his capital. To secure his domain, he ordered 60 miles of walls topped with high towers, physically rewriting the geography of the region. To satisfy his wife's longing for the hills of her home, Nebuchadnezzar constructed a 400-foot artificial mountain on a flat desert plain, using a complex pumping system to drag river water into the sky for the legendary Hanging Gardens. This imposing lion relief, salvaged from the city's walls, captured the essence of his authority. He possessed the power to command thousands of laborers and bend the natural world to his singular will. But absolute control over the external world creates a unique blind spot. A ruler who can move mountains and redirect rivers remains entirely at the mercy of his own internal wiring. While the king is at ease in his palace, content with the power he has amassed, he is struck by a terrifying, highly specific nightmare. He sees a towering tree at the center of the earth. It grows until its branches reach the sky, providing food and shelter for every living creature in the world. A heavenly watcher descends with a shout. The tree is chopped down and its branches sheared off, crashing to the dirt as the birds and animals scatter in panic. The watcher then issues an unnatural decree. Leave the stump in the ground, bound in iron and bronze, and force it to live among the wild animals in the field grass. Terrified, Nebuchadnezzar summons Daniel to decode the omen. Daniel's interpretation is blunt. The towering tree is Nebuchadnezzar himself. Daniel advises the king to break off his sins and show mercy to the oppressed. He explains that only a radical shift in the king's character can prevent the dream from becoming a reality. The most powerful man on earth has been handed the blueprint of his own destruction. A countdown has started, and it is a threat that his armies cannot fight. Exactly 12 months later, the fear of the warning has faded. The king is walking on the roof of his royal palace, admiring the vast, prosperous capital he built. Looking out over the city, he takes sole credit for its creation. Is not this great Babylon, which I have built as the royal residence by my mighty power and for the glory of my majesty? Before the words even leave his mouth, a voice from heaven strips his kingdom away. His mind breaks, descending into a psychological delusion known as boanthropy. This is a rare condition where a human genuinely believes they are an ox or a cow, adopting the behavior of a grazing herd animal. A man who attempted to elevate himself to the status of a god is instantly reduced to the status of a beast. The royal court drives him away. Stripped of his robes, the king of Babylon is cast out of human society and forced into the fields to eat grass. Over time, his physical form degrades. His body is washed by the dew, his hair grows long and matted like eagle feathers, and his nails harden into bird-like claws. Contrast this feral creature with the towering blue bricks of the Ishtar Gate. He orchestrated the most sophisticated architectural triumphs of the ancient world, only to lose the capacity to even comprehend them. Nebuchadnezzar boasted that he had built an everlasting kingdom. Today, these sprawling, dusty ruins show the inevitable result of that pride. His physical achievements eventually suffered the same reclamation by the earth that the king experienced during his exile. This is the anatomy of hubris. When humans strip away their reliance on a higher power, they do not become superhuman. They lose the very humility that keeps them human. 7 periods of time pass with the architect of the world trapped in this animalistic nightmare. The king stops grazing. He lifts his dirt-streaked face and tilts his eyes upward toward the light breaking in the sky. In that moment, he acknowledges a power greater than himself. His sanity returns, his kingdom is restored, and the severed stump begins to regrow. This ancient manuscript contains a global decree written by Nebuchadnezzar himself, documenting his humiliating descent into madness. The text records his total surrender to the King of Heaven, a unique historical artifact and public admission of weakness by an absolute monarch. Nebuchadnezzar learned pride precedes destruction. True power isn't found in building massive empires or demanding worship. It is found in the quiet humility of looking up and recognizing we are not the center of the universe.